Yo, what's going on? We are here. This is Simply Music Presents Simply R&B, and I have a very exclusive post-interview with the Cosmic Queen herself, Rakiyah. What's up, lovely? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
We just came off a great-ass weekend.
Great weekend.
Lit weekend, amazing performers,
Yes.
including yourself who headlined.
Thank you.
From what I've been told, this is like, how many times have you been to LA?
Only a few times.
You've only been a few times.
Only a few times.
But this is your second time. This is your first time performing here, but your second performance.
This is my second performance, but my first time performing in LA.
In LA.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
It was interesting. So like my first show was recently in New York. That was lit. Beautiful, beautiful stage. I had a great time.
Yes.
Great experience. LA was different. Like I think because it was more intimate, I felt way more comfortable with the audience, and everybody in the crowd was like giving good vibes, like great energy.
A lot of people have a negative connotation about LA. They think they don't think it is what it is until you get here and you get experience. It's very intimate. It's very loving, especially with the music space.
Yeah.
There's a lot of music avenues out here, and a lot of people that are doing performance and open mic nights, and so I'm glad you got that experience. So it's not like you're saying that LA was better than New York.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm just saying that. We can play it back and press record and rewind. I think that's what you said.
I ain't say that in New York. I ain't
She
say that.
said, I want no problems. I want no problems.
See you at the next show.
The next show. What do you think was different about your performance this past weekend compared to when you were in New York and you performed?
So I think
for you as an artist, for you personally.
Right. So the first show, I feel like I was a little bit more nervous naturally because it's been a long time since I hit the stage.
Yes.
A bigger crowd, so I'm like, okay, this is really like my first time stepping out to everybody. I just want to do the best I can.
Yeah.
And I think once I got that feeling out of the way and came to LA for this show, it's almost like I kind of knew what to expect a little bit. Like I knew my set.
Yes.
I knew what worked or what didn't really work from the first set. So it's like it's a learning process kind of situation. And learning like in real time how to work the space, because every space I'm going to perform is going to be different. Every crowd is going to be different.
Yes.
So it's like a in real life, like in the moment experience. But I loved it. Like I really, really enjoyed it. Like I'm excited to continue performing actually.
What are some tips and tricks that you are trying to, I guess, build a routine around when you're performing on stage? There's like certain vocal workouts you do. There's certain things you don't do. Certain, like you turn your phone off. Do you eat certain things? Like
right.
Beyonce got her thing. What's your thing? What's Rakiyah's thing when you get ready for performance?
I know this is only show 2,
but you gotta start somewhere.
Right, start somewhere. I'm a tea girl. I'm always drinking tea all the time.
Yes.
And I feel like having tea before I'm about to sing has been like very, very helpful as like a technique in practice.
Absolutely.
So before my sets, I'm always drinking tea. Like we always have me drinking tea. It's on deck all the time. I also think I like to be in my own head, like my own headspace a little bit. I was surprised because with this show, it was a lot more intimate. So I think I was like hanging around with the crowd. So I was worried about like, should I be like completely to myself and like focus before
you were
set.
Vibing with all of us.
I was
You
vibing.
were dancing,
I was vibing
you were
with
singing
y'all,
with me.
with the Rockets,
yes,
with my fans.
Yes, shout out to the Rockets.
I actually like that because it kind of allowed me to be more comfortable, I think, than like being alone and in my mind, like
absolutely, because they feel like they
together.
connect with you, and that's very important. Even for me, like when as you seen when I hosted, I like to connect with the audience, because if you can fly, you connect with me like you my homegirl or my homeboy,
right?
It's gonna build a natural vibe. So by the time you get on stage, it's kind of like, oh, that's my homegirl.
Right. You already feel good, like, exactly.
So I really think they felt that energy, and I think it was good. And as you mentioned, some of your Rockets were in the audience, and I know you have a very strong tribe and supporters that come out. How did it feel to see some of them in the audience?
It felt amazing. So I actually did a meet and greet tour this past summer.
Yep.
I hit a few cities, which was lovely.
Yes.
And a lot of those Rockets came out to the show. So it's really cool to like meet them. Shout out to the Rockets. I love y'all. I really, really love y'all. They're so real and genuine. And they go hard. Like they will really support you. And I think like it's such a interesting feeling to like, I can't really explain it. Like it's a great thing, for sure. But it's not something like the average person's used to. You know what I mean? So like getting used to fans, getting used to supporters, getting used to people who like come out for you outside of like family and friends. It's a different feeling.
And they were there singing right along.
That's another thing that's interesting. Like I've never performed in the past where like people knew my songs or when I was releasing music. So like I'm singing like my set and I'm realizing like I hear somebody over here.
I didn't hire y'all, so where the vocals coming from?
I had to turn around like I literally on the mic was like, I hear you.
You
saw me. Yeah, so like that, I don't know, I loved it. I really love it to the point where like I think it's gonna create such an amazing path for the future of what like showmanship will be like for me, so I can just keep growing. Because I think these are great starts. You know, I did my thing. And people had a great time at both shows. And did.
Yes, absolutely.
But I think it's a lot to still learn from it. So I'm excited to see like what else can I do at the next show and do better at the next thing.
And your performance felt very like elegant, and it was very like you had the smoke come out like Beyonce and Mariah Carey. I said, "What the smoke?"
We decided last minute. I mean, the team had. First of all, shout out to the team.
Yes.
Amazing people. The team had a smoke machine ready, and I was like, "Let's do it." I actually think I want to, add to the cosmic feel of it, and I think it really did work.
Was there so speaking of your performance? Were there anything besides the smoke machine as you were like, I want to make sure I do this? Were there any like certain things that we may not have noticed from naked eye that you intentionally did in preparation for this performance? Song selection, what you wore,
right? So what I decided to switch up my look. Like I like the idea of switching up looks. Like New York had a totally different concept and look, and then LA had a much more softer, sexier, elegant look, which worked really, really.
Did you have some skin?
I had skin. I had like it was fire.
Given.
It was so good. I loved the way I looked, and I got a lot of compliments.
Yes.
I think this time I focus on, again, like eye contact. I'm a performer. Like I love theater. I love to be like theatrical a little bit. I don't know if people can tell. So I wanted to intentionally look at everyone because the room was different. It was more intimate. People are way closer.
Like we had couches and chairs and tables.
Couches over here, tables over here. So like I didn't want to focus only on like obviously those who were in front of me. So every now and then I would literally turn all the way around to look at someone that was behind me. So that was something like I think in the moment I was trying to pay attention to like singing. How did I sound? Am I on key? Am I on tune? How my movement? You know what I mean? It could be a little awkward performing. It takes a minute to get into the groove.
You're like a natural up there.
Thank you.
And I mean, a lot of people say, it's definitely not easy doing what we do when you're a performer and you're an entertainer of any sort, where you have to get in front of people, especially live.
Live?
Like right now it's just us.
That's
When we're in front of people,
right.
anything go wrong, whatever go wrong, ain't no editing cut.
Right.
Nope.
But that's cool because it's raw. I think people should enjoy the rawness, because a record, when you listen to it digitally, it's clean. Sometimes it's almost perfect or too perfect. But live shows show you the human side. You know what I mean? You can't be perfect all the time, but you get to hear those beautiful imperfections and like see the back and forth between me and you in the moment rather than when you're listening to it alone.
Yes.
Right. So like, I thought that was really, really cool.
What's next? Are we gonna? Because you're from New Jersey, yes?
Yes,
Are we gonna get a New Jersey performance?
I hope so.
I mean, I wouldn't think you were performing your own area. You didn't been to New York and LA. I mean, New Jersey.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
She don't love y'all for what she's saying. That's all I heard.
Stop.
I'm gonna stop putting words out. She ain't saying none of this. Y'all can listen to it.
No, I definitely want to perform home with the right space and right venue. I think it would be a great homage to where I'm from.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I mean, New York is right there to me. It's like 30 minutes away, but I definitely feel like I have to perform home. You know what I mean? For my people, for my hometown, for my area. So, like, I think it's going to be in the future for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to keep bringing Eva with me.
Eva, speaking of Eva.
Let's talk about Eva.
Let's talk about Eva. We ain't finished. Let's talk about Eva.
Eva stands for Extraterrestrial Virtual Assistant. I actually hired a voice actor from London to play Eva. Yeah.
Wow.
So Eva's been a part of like my entire concept from my first EP, Into the Cosmos, to my most recent EP, The Cosmic Queen. And I think in my first trailer that I made and like edited myself, I had Eva be a part of me working like the command center of my spacecraft. She's been here the whole time.
It's giving Alexa 2.0. It's giving better than Alexa.
Exactly. So I reached out to her and I said, listen, I would really love this. This is the script. And she was like, I'm down. I love it. And every time I reached out over like the span of the 2 years almost, she loves it. She's like, I can't wait. My daughter showed me your Instagram.
Oh my God.
I think it looks so cool.
That's
so
dope.
Like she's been a part of the whole Cosmic Love Odyssey with me.
Shout out to Eva.
Shout out to Eva. So I felt like it was only right to put her in the show so I can create an experience, you know what I mean? So everywhere I went thus far, she would say, hello, New York or Brooklyn, hello, Los Angeles. Like, and then she's just a part of the set, the number. And I thought that was a great way to like transition.
That is beautiful. Well, you killed it.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to be able to witness your performance for the
Thank
first
you
time
so
and
much.
meet you in person.
Yes,
You
it was
killed
nice to finally meet you.
Our first Simply music event, Simply R&B. Our headliner, Rakiyah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
for
much
this
for having
exclusive
me.
interview. I got to interview Rakiyah. Ooh. Does that can I be a part of your tribe now? Can
Yeah,
I be a
since you're
Rocket now?
official Rocket, I gotta get you. I get
now.
you some
You
merch.
see, I got an R over here. Team Rocket.
Oh my God!
Real
Matter of fact,
Look at that Pokemon.
that's both my initials.
Look at that. I didn't know what I was doing when I put this on. I just grabbed a jack out the closet.
That's my first name and my last name.
Manifestation's a real
Crazy.
thing.
It was meant to be.
See? Shout out to us. We out.
We out.
I'm your host, Lamar, Rakiyah. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys.